Welcome back, guys. I'm BP, and it's time for Roadcraft. So, between episodes, we completed the 2 side quests. We built the road from the metal pipe facility to our mountain base, and we did the infrastructure repair back at the, what was it? The old power station, the old pumping station, this one up here. There was a broken pipe in front of it, and we got that replaced as well. So I believe we have completed all of the side quests for the Aftermath chapter, and we have one primary objective left, which happens to be the supply power to Anbala. So let's track that quest. And let's see, infrastructure, connect electricity. All right, so we have to get power down. To connect electricity to a location, use the cable layer vehicle. Find an active electricity source. Use the cable layer to connect the required location to an active source of electricity. Okay, so we are going from here down to there. So basically, we can come out here, grab this road, follow it down, hook a right at the power substation, and we should be good to go. So, no time like the present. Let's get started. It does look like there are a couple more infrastructure quests on this chapter on Aftermath. We haven't received them yet, so I'm wondering if we get those back at the end. Did I overshoot that already? I sure did. Went right past it. So for the completionist part of this, we'll have to come back and do some more work whenever we get those tasks. But I think after today, we will be wrapping up the Aftermath chapter. Come on. These tracked vehicles with the steering wheel are a little bit goofy. Sometimes they're very responsive, sometimes they're not very responsive. You never do know what you're going to get. So we'll head out here. Okay. Overcompensating. You can do it. And then I assume, let's just stop right here. Activate cable layer. Cool. I am wondering if doing this on the roadway is a bad idea. Maybe we should try to get to the side of the road in case we want to come back up here later. But this should be a nice, easy trip down the hill to the substation. We'll give it power, and then we'll see what comes next, because I expect we'll be moving on to the next chapter, which will be exciting. In building the road for the side quest, the one that went from the metal pipe facility back to the mountain base, I will tell you guys, had a unique experience. The automated road building, I was using it, and I went down there and I sort of set stuff up, and I thought, or at least my thought process was, you know, I'll just sort of get all the equipment down there and set it on automate, and then, you know, have it do its job. Well, it turns out when you start a vehicle, say the paver, it wants to go do its work immediately. And I started the paver before the grader was done grading the road, and those two vehicles got stuck. And it is very, very difficult to get them out of their stuck state. I had to restart the game several times. Had to try to reset the vehicles. None of that really worked. Okay, let's put parking brake on. Just want to check the map here. It'll be okay. So we're going down one more roadway and then turning right. But it was really challenging to get those vehicles unstuck. I couldn't get them once they're in their automated sort of state. Getting them back out before they complete their job appeared to be a nearly impossible task. I eventually started and restarted the game enough times that the grader just reset further back and everything ended up working out. But it was probably 20 minutes of trying to get those things untangled and unenmeshed from each other so we get the road done. So just, if you're playing, just be aware that you want to make sure you have your vehicles go one at a time when you're doing the automated road building, and make sure that they are complete with their task and that they are out of the way before you start the next vehicle. I'm not sure if that you have to do it that way or if them getting caught was a glitch and it was just a really bizarre bit of timing. But like I said, it was quite a challenge to get that task done if they couldn't get the vehicles untangled to complete their individual portions of the road build, but end up working out in the end. So we should be pulling in here, and that is it. Anbala has power. As power is restored to the town, lights steadily illuminate. They spread a bright and hopeful glow over the exhausted community. We got some stoplights that are facing the building. Oh, cool. That was that pretty building we saw earlier. Oh, as long as the, whatever that is, gas station. Okay, so let's go ahead and fold this guy up. Cool.
Well, gosh, look at you go. You just brought a whole region back from the brink. I'll pass on the good news. You seem like you're a keeper. Well done.
Alright, so Aftermath is complete. Let's go back to the hub and see where we are heading next. Okay, so we can go to Sunken or Incommunicado. It looks like either will lead back to the split, so we don't have to do both. We probably will. Let's start with Incommunicado. Alright, communication towers and power lines were critically damaged in the wake of the hurricane, leaving almost the entire region devoid of electricity and cut off from the flow of information. Your mission is to venture into this rugged terrain, deliver essential equipment, and restore radio communications. Cool. We can handle that. Yeah, we'll start with the upgraded Rescue K35. It is interesting because there aren't actually, you can't individually upgrade your vehicles or upgrade parts like you could in SnowRunner and MudRunner, like motors and tires and lifts and, you know, beds and everything else. You keep the old vehicles. You know, I understand like when you get the rusty version versus the standard version. But I would think that if you have like your scout vehicle and you buy the upgraded package, you would just have one scout vehicle, but who knows? Okay, apparently we're in Eastern Europe in autumn. Operation Incommunicado. Here we go.
Connection unstable. Too much static. Tried switching to reserve band. No dice. Yes, it's a relay problem. Reach the relay and investigate. I repeat, reach the relay and investigate. Move fast before it cuts completely. Do you read?
Well, we're not going to wait to get after it. We're going head first in, guys. We have our rescue truck. We're going to make inroads. Pop that diff lock. Gonna have to jump up here and check the map. I think we're still going the right way. Feels good at least. That's not a road over there yet. Do we need to discover anything over here? This looks like it's going to be our base. We crash into one of the buildings. Okay, so we'll just assume that's going to be a base later. I'll agree with him that it's autumn. It certainly looks nice. Not too hard so far. Good, we're closing in. Nice.
You're back on the air! I was worried for a hot minute there. So, I've been going through the list of damaged facilities, and you know what? It's one heck of a long list. And our list of assets is short. And by short, I mean it's just little old you. I'm sending you the to-do list now. That should keep you busy.
Alright, the honey-do list has been received. See what we've got. Objectives, main. Visit the steel beam facility, restore function of the relay, set up the Highland base. Restoring the relay seems like shouldn't be a huge problem, right? Deliver the vehicle. Oh, okay, so there's a vehicle here. We could theoretically come back through here. We have a sand quarry. That's good news. And then wrap up and then come up right here. So we just got to drive this guy up the road a bit. I think we probably need to get him flipped around first.
Our relay can't do much without fuel, unfortunately. So, here's the plan. Deliver the semi-truck from the gas station to the relay. I hear no objections, so I consider the motion passed.
We have a low gear, and we have a parking brake on this truck, so we are not expecting, we should not get ourselves into the mud, which appears to be exactly what I did as I said that. Okay. We really need this guy to stay on the pavement. This is going to be a slow and steady drive. Avoid the obstacles. Can't say I'm in love with this driving angle. Get a little bit of momentum up this hill. Hang a right. Just keep the momentum going. And we needed to tuck down here on the side of this little area. Yeah, I think we're right on track. Let's try to keep this guy.
Well, that's the semi-truck squared away. And just so you know, you're starting to impress people over here. Even me.
Settle down, Kelly. It'll be okay. We just drove a semi-truck. Okay, so first objective of the new Incommunicado chapter complete. Okay, set up the Highland base. Where is that? That's right back where we came from. We should do that quickly so we can get other vehicles and equipment up here. So let's jump in here. Are we tracking that objective? Okay, set the Highland base. So we should be able to just jet back the way we came. And this truck should have no problem. Is that our sand quarry? I know that's right around here somewhere. Maybe we do a little bit of road clearing while we're... Trucks and snacks. All right, I'm in for that. Could use some snacks in this game. And the camera feels super jumpy today, guys. Can we get that pushed out of the way a little bit? Get this road cleared out just a little bit. What did we end up hooking to there? Oh, a barrel? We can get that out of the way too, but that wasn't the item that we were trying to connect to. Can we not connect to the trailer? We can just push it, I guess. Okay, got another barrel. Pull the barrel down and out of the way. I think we might just have to push some of these things. Chance of us moving that log, that tree, low, but we did try. We gave it a good effort. Can we sort of glance it out of the way? Yeah, we can a little bit. Get this end push, clear out the road a little bit, except for now we're stuck on it. We want this trailer off the road. Give it a nudge. There you go, friend. And now let's see. I think I'm going to have to use the front bumper, but let's see if we can. Yeah, we have a little bit of movement. Let's not get high centered here, guys. Every time we come back over the top, it moves again. I think the tree is just going to be what the tree is going to be. We tried. No dice. Right here is the gas station. I need to jump onto the map. Make sure we're headed the right way. Well, that doesn't look good. Seems like something we're going to have to deal with. We get enough of those rolling the right direction. Try to get this cleared just a little bit. Let's see. Bump this guy. That worked out well. Let's see if we can push this guy. I mean, it's not going to be great because he's sort of end up blocking the gas station a little bit. Might be the best we're going to get. Oh, we can straighten it out a little bit. Well, now we have a route through if we need it. Let's jump into the map and see where our base is. Oh, we went the wrong way. Highland base. Let's just jump back down the road. Alright. Not a big deal. Track. Yeah, let's track it. That'd be great. Turn around here. Either way, I'm sure we're going to need that road cleared, so time well spent, even if it was in the wrong direction. That swamp looks like a slog we're not interested in getting into. Get out of here, barrel. Okay, so we're here. This is the Highland base. So what do we need to do to get it set up? Infrastructure route. Okay. Get parked out of the way. Infrastructure. Plot the route from the gas station. Okay, so everything we just cleared was necessary, so that worked out well. I have to be a little bit careful getting by this tree. And bring all these guys up. Maybe try to bring them a little bit straighter in. Dispatch vehicles. Alright, we're going to assume that that is going to work, and let's get set on tracking the steel beam facility. Now we got two things we can track up there. We'll have to see. Well, we'll head out this way and see. Route failed. Why did the route fail? Did they not make it through the mud? Huh. Okay. Then let's bring them straight out here. We can keep them on pavement. That's not a problem. Didn't think that was going to be the problem, but either way, we'll get through it. Let's just make sure they get out around that first pipe. Oh, it's a truck. Got it. Semi-trailer. So this pipe could be a problem. May actually have to go back and do some more work here. Get this guy around these pipes. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, he doesn't have the turning radius for that, does he? Yeah, he's done. Okay. Alright, we're going to head back down that way. And we'll fix that. Thought maybe we'd have some expedition type vehicles that could handle storm conditions, but apparently we're leading the charge with over-the-road trucks. It's not a problem. We will get them out of there. Push all the pipes to the far side so we can reroute around that corner the right way. Because there's no way he's making tight turns. Okay, you've got to go. You've got to go over here, bud. Give him the nudge using the bull bar. Get them all the way pushed off. We got two more to get over here. Yep, keep going, boys. All right. Back out of here. I think we're going to use this one to try to pivot that other one a little bit so it rolls the other way. It may work, or maybe we're just going to push both across the street and we'll call that good enough. Slow and steady. There's a little bit of the pivoting we were hoping for. So that may be all we're going to get out of that one. So let's see if we get over here and use it as a lever. Alright, I mean, that is off the road. Feel good about that. So knowing that this guy is a semi-truck means we've got to really change these turns. Alright, we'll just do the whole route over. We're going to take him out. We're going to swing him wide. Keep him on the outside of the turns. So he's set up for his next turns. Make sure he has plenty of room to get through here. Okay. Let's catch a ride and see if this guy is ready to do it right. Not a big deal if he bumps that. So far, so good. Yep, taking the corners wide, just like we planned it. Good job. Now, the next real big obstacle is going to be this tree. I'm glad we pushed all that stuff out of the way. Okay, so now you just don't get caught in the mud. Just keep on going. Don't give up. Don't do it. So he can't swing wide there. We need to adjust the point. Okay, edit point. And let's bring this guy in here. Okay, dispatch vehicles. Proving to be a more complicated route than we thought. Another barrel getting kicked off the road. Now my hope is there should be no more obstacles once we get up here, right? It should just be a straight shot. We're basically on our operating base here. Tried to set him up for a nice smooth turn into the trucks and snack shed. That's how we incentivize our drivers. Okay. The base is set up. Trucks and snacks is open for the public.
Repairing the power substation and restoring the electricity supply would be a huge help. After all, you can't really do much without juice. But it's going to take some driving. This time, I'll ask you to take the truck loaded with steel beams from the relays yard to the power substation. For sure you can handle it. But please exercise a little caution. If the truck turns over, you'll be in a lot of trouble and a long way from help. By the by, we had a driver up and quit on us. Just not cut out for the job, I guess. Only 18 hours behind the wheel was enough to send him running. Didn't even deliver the truck of steel beams all the way. Left it next to the town church. Could you bring the truck to the garage? Would be a great help. And net you a nice bonus.
Well, guys, that was exciting. We got done with Aftermath, and we got into the new chapter Incommunicado. and we got our first base set up on the new map, which is going to be very helpful. I think we'll call it there for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to drop a like and turn on notifications for more videos, and we'll see you in the next one.